Welcome, dear student friends. I am Professor J.S. Mahalle. Welcome you all in this video lecture. Dear students, actually we have started this subject after the Garud sir's starting. Means first Garud sir has discussed with you some things and then I have started it. So as per the discussion, Garud sir has started or Garud sir has completed up to pressure measurement. And as per his discussion, he has not covered the portion strain gauges. But dear students, we will cover this portion at the end of the syllabus because this required lots of attention from you. As this includes the electrical portion also and some numericals and derivations are also included in this topic. So we will cover this. We can say it is feasible to cover this if it is offline classes. Actually, in online classes, we will try to cover this portion also, but up to the end of syllabus we can have the offline classes and we will definitely cover this portion if possible in offline. Dear students, what we have covered in pressure measurement actually, uh, that is the basic methods of pressure measurement: manometers, transducers, elastic, gravitational, elastic, strain gauge, pressure cells, high pressure gauge measurement, Bridgman type, low pressure measurement, Macleod, Knudsen, ionization, thermal conductivity gauges. So we have covered all this portion of pressure measurement as per the curriculum. Now in unit number 4, actually unit number 4 I have classified it in two types. Number one is the force, torque and power measurement, and number second is the flow measurement. So first we will discuss flow measurement and then we will cover that force, torque and power measurement. So what we will cover in flow measurement, dear students: venturimeter, orifice meter, dial tube, rotameter, pressure probes, that is a pitot tube, static air tube, anemometer, positive displacement flow meters, turbine meter, electromagnetic flow meter. So that will be our syllabus of discussion for the flow measurement. Without wasting time, we will cover we will start our syllabus. Have understood the syllabus? We will cover flow measurement and then we will cover force, power and torque measurement. Force, torque and power measurement. So let's start our presentation here. See here, in unit 4 we have classified it as the flow measurement and then second force, torque and power measurement. So let's begin with the flow measurement. Flow measurement means what? Flow measurement, see, let me explain you first what is flow measurement. Okay, dear students, this is the, let me take blank slide. Let me off my face. See here, this is the pipe through which the liquid is flowing, and if we want to measure the flow of the liquid, what exactly we will measure? That what is the quantity of liquid is flowing through the pipe. If I can say the flow is 1 liter per second, that means what? That means what? If I attach a container, so it will fill a 1 liter of this container in 1 second. Is it clear? Are you getting this? Means what? If I attach the 1 liter bottle here, that bottle will be filled in 1 second only. Is it clear? That is the quantity of the liquid which is flowing through this pipe. Okay, this is the quantity of the liquid flowing through this pipe. Is it clear? And what are the applications of flow measurement? See, dear students, what are the applications here? We fill petrol on the petrol pump. So if we don't have a measuring device, if we don't measure the flow rate of petrol, how we will can measure the 1 liter of petrol or 2 liter of petrol is being filled? Are you getting the importance of flow measurement? Yes or no? Yes or no? We are purchasing milk. We are purchasing milk from market, and if you don't know the quantity of milk, that is how much liter, then how can we measure it? See dear students, the pipelines are there through which the crude oil or the necessary requirements, such as for example we are having a thermal power plant. In thermal power plant, the pump has to pump the water into the boiler, and the rate of the water should be fixed. And if the flow rate fluctuation in the flow rate will takes place, it will affect the power production. So these flow measuring devices will measure the quantity of water exactly flowing into the boiler. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Yes, so there are the numbers of examples which I can discuss with you regarding the flow measurement. You see diesel engines, we can say the cylinder and piston arrangement in diesel engine. So we can meter the flow or meter the diesel amount of diesel required to ignite or to start the combustion. That is what that are the applications of flow measurement. Also there are we can say household applications. In our house we are having the pipe connection or the आपण म्हणतो त्याला म्युनिसिपालिटी नळ आपल्या घरी येते. So in that case what is happening, the flow meter is attached there which measures the amount of water consumed by us per day. Is it clear? Have you understood this simple example? So there are numbers of example by which you can understand the flow measurement. And flow measurement is very simple quantity actually. Also we can measure the flow of air. For example, wind turbines are attached. We can see wind turbines here in our local area. Wind turbines, and so wind turbines require a certain amount of flow. Let me tell you particular answer, that is it requires a speed ranges from 5 meter per second to 25 meter per second for the we can say efficient working. So we should also have we should also monitor the flow around the turbine by using certain flow meters, that is anemometer. We use anemometer there, wind anemometer. Okay. Also dear students, also we can say in industry, cooling industry actually, we use the cooling fans. The flow of the cooling fans is also been monitored. Are you getting this? So flow measurement is not a small portion, it's actually a very wide industrial application topic, and it has the wide applications. For example, if we are filling the tank, or we can say basically take agriculture example. In agricultural there is a tremendous we know use of the irrigation. So in irrigation also we should monitor the flow from the pump to the flow to the plant. You see we can have we can say the pipelines which can sprinkle the water. The flow should be monitored. Okay, so we can give the numbers of examples of the flow measurement and importance of the flow measurement which we require in our daily life. But basically there are two methods which we use to measure the flow. Number one is the rate meter and number two is the quantity meter. Now what is difference between rate and quantity? Now see, let me give you example rate and quantity. If India has scored 300 runs in 50 overs, okay, now you can easily give me answer. What is the quantity of runs? 300. And what is the run rate? That is 6 per overs. Is it clear? 6 per overs. You can easily comment this. So that is difference between quantity and rate. What is quantity here? What is quantity? Quantity is the volume of the water being flowed. And what is rate? Quantity, volume per second. Is it clear? Have you understood difference between rate and quantity? Now dear students, let me give you this classification. Rate meters are the meters which either volumetric flow rate directly, or use the meter that measure the velocity and the volume flow rate can be calculated with the help of cross section. म्हणजे बघा इथे यांचं काय म्हणणं आहे, असे डिव्हाइसेस जे आयदर सरळ सरळ आपल्याला फ्लो रेट देऊन देतील, व्हॉल्युमेट्रिक फ्लो रेट, किंवा आपल्याला काय देतील ते व्हेलॉसिटी देतील. काय देतील? व्हेलॉसिटी. ना आपण एरियावरून त्याचा फ्लो रेट काढू शकतो. म्हणजे काय राहते बघा, क्यू इज इक्वल्स टू एरिया इंटू व्हेलॉसिटी. जर आपण व्हेलॉसिटी जरी मेजर केली फक्त, तरी आपण एरियावरून त्याचा डिस्चार्ज काढू शकतो, त्याचा फ्लो रेट आपण काढू शकतो. इज इट क्लिअर? इज इट क्लिअर डिअर स्टुडंट्स? याच्यामध्ये काय आहे, याच्यामध्ये व्हेंचुरीमीटर आहे. व्हेंचुरीमीटर आपल्याला सरळ सरळ आन्सर देते काय? फ्लो रेट. ओरिफिस मीटर सरळ आन्सर काय देते? फ्लो रेट. परंतु फ्लो नोझल अँड पिटॉट ट्यूब, these devices are used to measure the velocity, and from this velocity we can measure the discharge. From this velocity we can measure the discharge. Is it clear? Is it clear? पण याच्यामध्ये 2-3 गोष्टी आहे मध्येच. त्यामध्ये काय? कॉन्स्टंट एरिया, व्हेरिएबल हेड मीटर्स. याच्यामध्ये काय असते? याच्यामध्ये आपण एरिया कॉन्स्टंट ठेवतो, कॉन्स्टंट एरिया ठेवतो. एरिया आपण व्हेरी होऊ देत नाही. वन्स वी आर फिक्स द एरिया, इट इज फिक्स्ड. अँड व्हॉट वी आर व्हेरिंग द हेड. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, लेट मी गिव्ह एक्झाम्पल दिस व्हेंचुरीमीटर. सो व्हेंचुरीमीटर काय असते? व्हेंचुरीमीटरमध्ये एक सरळ पाईप असतो. देन अ कन्व्हर्जन सेक्शन अँड अ डायव्हर्जन सेक्शन इज बिंग अटॅच. आणि दिस अरेंजमेंट विल बी कॉन्स्टंट थ्रू आउट. याच्यामध्ये काय होईल? याच्यामध्ये आता आपण फ्लो एरियामध्ये काही व्हेरिएशन आणू नये, एरियामध्ये काही व्हेरिएशन करू नाही. हे जे अरेंजमेंट आहे दिस विल बी फिक्स्ड. आणि ज्यामध्ये चेंज काय होईल? त्याच्यामध्ये चेंज होईल हेडमध्ये. हेडमध्ये काय होणार आहे? चेंज होणार आहे. दॅट वी विल डिस्कस कसं हेडमध्ये चेंज होते. अँड दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज दी व्हेरिएबल हेड मीटर. इज इट क्लिअर? ओरिफिस प्लेट मीटर आणि व्हेंचुरीमीटरचं वर्किंग सारखंच आहे. फ्लो नोझल अँड पिटॉट ट्यूबचं वर्किंग सारखं आहे. इन विच एरिया इज कॉन्स्टंट. वन्स द एरिया हॅज बीन फिक्स, इट इज कॉन्स्टंट. ओनली वी आर व्हेरिंग दी हेड. न समोर जाऊ आपण आता बघा. नेक्स्ट काय याच्यामध्ये? कॉन्स्टंट हेड व्हेरिएबल एरिया मीटर. कॉन्स्टंट हेड व्हेरिएबल एरिया मीटरमध्ये काय असते? याच्यामध्ये काय राहते? वी विल फिक्स दी हेड अँड वी विल चेंज दी एरिया. म्हणजे समजतं आहे तुम्हाला? हेड इज फिक्स्ड, head is fixed and area changes. Head is fixed and area changes. Rotameter is the example of it. रोटामीटर मध्ये काय करतो आपण? एक वी कॅन से अ व्हेरिएबल एरिया, एक ट्यूब राहते आणि व्हेरिएबल एरिया ट्यूबमध्ये आपण एक फ्लोट अटॅच करतो. वी विल डिस्कस दिस ॲट द टाईम ऑफ. आता जास्तच व्हेरिएबल झाला हा एरिया. याच्यामध्ये एक फ्लोट असते. ओके. अँड दॅट फ्लोट विल फ्लो in this tube and we can measure the this flow rate. We will discuss at the time of rotameter actually. Then there is a velocity meter, is current meter and anemometer. These are also used to measure the velocity, but in which the variable is velocity. Is it clear up to now? Now we will start the venturimeter. So venturimeter is nothing but a convergent and divergent section. See dear student, this is the pipe in which certain fluid is flowing, and we have attached this much portion only, and this much portion is called as the venturimeter. Venturimeter consists of convergent and divergent section. Convergent and divergent section. Now if you see here, the length of convergent section is very small as compared to divergent section. Here convergent section is 2 to 3 times of the diameter, and divergent section is approximately up to 7.5 times the diameter. What is the basic actually we can say what? Let me clearly explain you the things here. See here now. Let me explain it properly. कसं राहते याच्यामध्ये बघा. Let me take blank slide. बघा, this is the convergent section and this is the divergent section. Now only I will say you only convergent section is important for our measuring point of view. कसं important आहे बघा. आपण काय करू? Suppose this pipe is coming with certain pressure, and if we have attached here convergent section, so this is the section 1 and this is section 2. So we know as per our knowledge from the fluid power that for convergent section area we can say discharge is equals to A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2. Discharge is equals to Q is equals to A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2 by using continuity equation. A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2. What we are varying here? If we have reduced the area, what will velocity will increase? Velocity will increase. So that means here velocity at the section 2 will be higher. Is it clear? And we also know Bernoulli's equation. let me off this video. Bernoulli section is what? P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g is equals to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g. We are at the same level, that's it. Z1 is equals to Z2. If V2 is, we can say, increasing, that means P2 is decreasing. Is it clear? P2 is decreasing. That means what? That means what? Here what we are having? We are having high pressure at section 1 and low pressure at section 2. That means what we have changed here, that is variable head. Head is different. Are you getting? That's why it is called as a variable head meter. Head is different. And what we are measuring the discharge. Do you know the formula? Let's revise. What is formula? Q is equals to CD A1 A2 under root 2GH upon under root A1 square minus A2 square. Do you recall this formula which we have covered in second year? So this is the simple formula. By using this formula, we can directly measure the discharge or flow rate through this Venturi meter. How we have measured flow rate? We have just taken the help of convergent section only. मग तुम्ही म्हणाल सर व्हाय देर इज नीड ऑफ डायव्हर्जंट सेक्शन. सो डिअर स्टुडंट्स, डायव्हर्जंट सेक्शनचा रोलच हा आहे की जो फ्लो रेट आधी होता तसा फ्लो रेट इथं मेंटेन आपल्याला करायचा असतो. आपण आपलं काम केलं. व्हॉट इज अवर पर्पज इज टू मेजर दी फ्लो रेट. आपण फ्लो रेट मेजर केला. मग त्या फ्लो रेट मेजर केल्यामुळे आपण त्याचं प्रेशर कमी केलं आहे ना. मग कमी प्रेशर, लेस प्रेशरचं लिक्विड तुम्ही समोर जाऊ द्याल का? इज इट रिक्वायर्ड? हे त्याला रिक्वायरमेंट आहे का? अशी नाही आहे. So we have disturbed the flow rate, we have disturbed the pressure of the flowing liquid, so pressure and velocity, and to maintain it, what we are using the divergent section. What is the role of divergent section? Divergent section makes the liquid smoothly as per the previous liquid. Is it clear? तो स्मूथली त्याला पहिल्या लिक्विड सारखं तयार करून देतो. मग त्याच्यामुळे डायव्हर्जंट सेक्शनची लेंथ जी आहे ही जास्त राहते. आणि लेट मी डिस्कस अबाउट दी थ्रोट. थ्रोट काय असते? थ्रोट इज दी पोर्शन वी आर हॅव्हिंग दी मॅक्सिमम व्हेलॉसिटी. थ्रोटवर व्हेलॉसिटी किती असते? मॅक्सिमम अँड मिनिमम प्रेशर. दीज आर व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट पॉईंट्स विच आय एम टेलिंग यू. दीज आर व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट फॉर दी MCQ. नाऊ थ्रोटमध्ये काय असते? थ्रोटची डायमीटर हीच असते थ्रोटची विड्थ. आणि थ्रोटची डायमीटर जी असते, ही डायमीटर जी आहे थ्रोटची, तीच त्याची असते विड्थ. ही लक्षात ठेवा. आणि थ्रोटची डायमीटर जी आहे ती ॲप्रॉक्सिमेटली 1/3 to 1/4 असते डायमीटर ऑफ पाईपच्या. पाईपची जी डायमीटर आहे त्याच्या 1/3 to 1/4 ही असते. इज इट क्लिअर नाऊ? एव्हरीथिंग अबाउट व्हेंचुरीमीटर इज इट क्लिअर? वी हॅव डिस्कस ऑलमोस्ट इच अँड एव्हरी पॉईंट अबाउट द व्हेंचुरीमीटर. याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला काहीही असं पोर्शन नाही आहे जो आपण डिस्कस केला नसेल. मला सांगा, सर्वात मॅक्सिमम प्रेशर कुठं असेल व्हेंचुरीमीटरमध्ये? ॲट दी इनलेट आणि आउटलेटवर. मिनिमम प्रेशर कुठं असेल? थ्रोटवर. प्रेशर डिफरन्स कशामुळे होईल? सेक्शन 1 आणि सेक्शन 2. कशामुळे प्रेशर डिफरन्स होईल? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस कन्व्हर्जंट सेक्शन. ओके. व्हेलॉसिटी मॅक्सिमम कुठं असेल? थ्रोटवर. इज इट क्लिअर? इज इट क्लिअर डिअर स्टुडंट्स? हे व्हेंचुरीमीटरचं पोर्शन वी हॅव डिस्कस. अँड वी ऑल्सो हॅव टू डिस्कस नाऊ the derivation for the Venturimeter. But as we are having the very less time here, so we will discuss the derivation in next lecture, dear students. So thank you very much for this patience hearing, because as I am not feeling well today, so let me wind up with the very we can say short. I am making a short video because of it. So thank you very much. In next lecture we will discuss the derivation. Thank you.